Hello students, now let us proceed with nodal analysis. Okay, so far we have learned how to do a nodal analysis with a simple circuit. Okay, so in a n node circuit, so the number of nodes are n. Okay, so one node is chosen as reference node, so we are going to subtract it from our number of principal nodes. Here n are number of principal nodes. So what is a principal node? A node which has more than two branches connected. That means if it is a node n, okay, so this is one element, this is another element, and this is another element. Okay, so more than two elements are connected to one point. That is, here three elements are connected to this node. This is called as principal node. Okay, there is one another node, that is simple node, where just two or less than two number of nodes are connected. Okay, so here n1 is a simple node connected with two elements, but here this n is principal node where number of connected elements are 3. Okay, if the connected elements are more than 2, that node is called principal node. Else, if the connected node elements are only 2, that is called as simple node. Okay, so here in the nodal analysis we consider principal nodes only. So in a n principal node circuit, we are going to take one as reference node, that is also called as datum node. Okay, this is also called as reference node, which we assume having 0 volts is also called as datum node. Okay, so the second step is number of nodal equations we are going to get is number of principal nodes minus 1. Here this 1 is reference node. Okay, we are going to subtract reference node from number of nodes. Okay, and by assuming number of node voltage, that is n minus 1 node voltage will be available for a 3 node circuit. Okay, so number of node voltages will be 3 minus 1, number of equations as well as number of node voltage, that is, let us assume V1 and V2. So there will be 2 node voltages V1 and V2 for a 3 node circuit. Okay, similarly for a n node circuit there will be n minus 1 node voltages. Okay, so this is idea. So let us, here there is example for a 10 node circuit, the number of unknown voltages, that means number of unknown node voltages, these are number of unknown node voltages for a 10 node circuit. So that is 10 minus 1, that is 9. So there will be 9 voltages V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6, V7, V8 and V9. Okay, so there will be 9 node voltages will be available for a 10 node circuit. Okay, similarly there will be 9 equations for 10 node circuit. Okay, so each node voltage will be having one equation. Okay, here these node voltage is nothing but the voltage of given node with respect to reference node. Okay, so what is a voltage? Voltage is nothing but potential difference between 2 points. Okay, so let us assume this is point 1, this is point 2. Okay, so here the voltage is nothing but, let us assume here this is potential at point A is VA and potential at point B is VB. So here this is potential regarding first node, here this is potential regarding second point. Okay, so what is the voltage here? So voltage is nothing but, so this voltage is nothing but potential difference between 2 points here. Okay, let us assume this as V. Okay, so what is V here? V equal to potential difference, so higher potential minus lower potential. So let us assume VA is higher potential, so VA minus VB will be our voltage. Okay, similarly what is V1? V1 is nothing but voltage of given node with respect to our reference node. Okay, so here let us consider this as a node. Okay, this as a principal node. Okay, this as a ground reference node. Okay, this which has 0 volts potential. We assume our reference node has 0 volts potential. Okay, here it is having 0 volts and here we have a voltage VA. Okay, so what is the voltage between VA and 0? That will be VA minus 0, which is nothing but VA. So that's why the voltage assumed at this node will be same as the node voltage, because the reference voltage is 0. So even if you subtract this from 0 volts, the same will be available. Okay, so that is nothing but the node voltage is voltage of the node with respect to 0 potential. Okay, so voltage of this node with respect to 0 potential, let us assume this as node A. So the voltage at node A is with respect to 0 volts, that will be VA minus 0, which is nothing but VA. Okay, so that is about node voltage. So let us take one problem, we can understand it better. Okay, here we have a circuit. Okay, so let us apply nodal analysis to the circuit. Okay, so first step we are going to do is we are going to calculate number of nodes, their number of principal nodes. Okay, so number of nodes which we denote with capital N. So let us find number of principal nodes here. So principal node is a node which has more than two elements connected. Okay, here at this node, current source, resistor R1 and R2 are connected. So I am going to consider this as principal node A. Okay, similarly at this point, R2, R4 and R3 are connected. This is another principal node, that is I am indicating it B, and I am going to consider, so this is another node which has 4 elements connected. So this is our point C, node C. So this is our first step. So number of principal nodes are 3, and second step we are going to take is, we are going to take one as reference node. So take one node as reference. So what could be that reference node? So here the ground potential is assumed as reference node, that is node C is assumed as the reference node. Okay, so I am going to assume node C as reference node which has 0 volts potential. Okay, so I am going to take, so this is symbol for ground actually. So this is symbol for ground which has 0 volts potential. Okay, so I have chosen C as reference node. So the voltage at node A will be with respect to our reference node. So VA minus 0 will be our voltage at node A, and voltage at B with respect to 0 volts will be voltage at B. Okay, so now I am going to consider voltage, node voltages here. So I am going to consider node voltages. So that is our step 3. So node voltages. Okay, so voltage at node A, I am going to consider it as VA. Okay, similarly voltage at node B, I am going to consider it as VB. Okay, so here voltage is nothing but the node voltage, node potential with respect to reference voltage VA minus 0, that is VA. Okay, here also VB minus 0, that is VB. Okay, so voltage at node A and B means voltage at node A with respect to reference voltage, and voltage at B with respect to reference voltage. Okay, voltage is nothing but potential difference between any 2 points. Okay, so the potential difference between A node and 0 volts, that is reference node, is voltage at A. Similarly, the voltage at B is nothing but potential difference at node B and node C is nothing but voltage at B. Okay, so I have considered the node voltage VA and VB. Now we are going to apply KCL at node A and node B. So how many number of equations we are going to get? So number of equations we are going to get, actually that is second step, right? Okay, so the number of steps, the number of equations, that will be n minus 1. So that will be 3 minus 1 will be 2. So here these 2 indicate number of node voltages, that is VA and VB, and number of equations. Okay, so we are going to get 2 equations in this circuit. Okay, so now let us write KCL at node A. Okay, that is our first KCL equation. Now I am going to write KCL equation at node A. Okay, so this is KCL at node A. Okay, so now let us write how many number of elements are connected to node A. Okay, let us draw the circuit. So I am going to draw node A circuit here. So this is our node A. Here one current source is connected. This current source is connected, and the second element connected to node A is R1 resistor. Okay, so this is R1. Okay, and here the third element that is connected to our node A is R2, that is R2. Okay, so these 3 are connected elements to our node A. So we need to write KCL. For that we need to have a voltage at node A. So we have assumed it as VA. Okay, so this is node A, we have assumed it as VA, voltage at node A. And for writing KCL we need to write current, right? So that will be voltage difference between 2 points of resistor and its resistance value for a resistor, and current we are going to write current value directly. So this is I. So we need to have another potential of each element. So one potential is VA for this current source, and second potential for our current source is nothing but, so all these 4 elements are connected to one point. This is what it means. So all these, this is a short circuit line. Okay, so all these 4 lines are connected to one point here. Okay, because there is no element between them. So all these 4 elements are connected to one point. Okay, so our second terminal of current source is connected to ground potential. So that I am going to treat it as 0. Okay, so the potential at current source second terminal is 0. Similarly, potential at resistor R1 is also 0. Second terminal's potential. Okay, and what is the second terminal potential of our resistor R2 here? Here we assume this as VB, so let us write with blue pen. So we assume it as VB, this as VA, right? So what is the potential of second terminal of our resistor R2? That is VB here, okay? Here this is VB, okay? So this is important. For elements current source and resistor R1, the second terminal is reference node, that is 0 volts, but for resistor R2, the second terminal has a voltage of VB, okay? Now let us write KCL. So how can you write this? So let us take currents entering. Actually, by default, for a nodal analysis, we treat the potential at VA node is higher. That means VA is higher than any potential available at another terminals of each element connected to node A. Okay, so that means VA is higher to any potential connected to another terminals of each element. Okay, so VA is higher, so VA minus 0 is actual current. Okay, VA minus 0 is actual current. That means current has to flow away from the A node. Okay, we assume currents leaving that node A as positive here. Okay, because VA is assumed higher potential compared to any other potential connected to node A. Okay, so VA is higher potential, so current will leave higher potential. Okay, so that's why I have denoted the currents are leaving the node A, because the current direction is going away here. So let us assume it as I1, this as I2, this as I3. Okay, according to KCL, I1 plus I2 plus I3 must be equal to 0. Sum of voltages at a node equal to 0. Okay, so what is I1 here? I1 is flowing towards left, but here I is flowing towards right. So I1 is nothing but reverse of I. So I am going to replace it with a negative polarity, and I am writing it as I. So I1 is negative of I. So you are already familiar with that, and I am going to write expression for I2. Okay, I2 is current flowing from VA to 0 with resistor R1. So VA minus 0 by R1. VA minus 0 by R1. Okay, earlier we just written that VA by R1, but for better understanding we take our reference node also. Okay, so IA is nothing but current flowing from VA to 0 potential with resistor R1, that is VA minus 0 by R1. Similarly, I3 is current flowing from VA to VB and with resistance R2. So the current expression for I3 will be VA minus VB by potential difference between these two terminals by resistance. It's a resistance value. So that will be plus VA minus VB by R2. This should be equal to 0 according to KCL. Okay, so let us rearrange this. So that will become, I am going to shift this current source to other side of the other side, that will be VA by R1 plus VA minus VB by R2 equal to capital I. Okay, so I am going to consider this as equation 1. Okay, because we are going to get one more equation in this circuit. Similarly, I am going to apply KCL at node B. Okay, so I am going to apply KCL at node B. Okay, so the circuit will become like this. So I am going to take node B here. Okay, what are the elements connected to node B here? The elements connected to node B are R2 and R3, here R4 and R5. Okay, so I am going to draw them. This is R4, here this is R3, and here R4 and R5 are connected in series. Okay, now let us write the potential of other terminals of each element. So here this is R2, right? This is R2. So potential of R2 at this terminal is VA. Okay, here the potential at our node B is VB, and here the potential at the end terminal of R5 is 0. So this is R4, this is R5. Okay, similarly potential at R3 is 0. Now you can write the KCL at B. So KCL at node B. Okay, so I am going to write the KCL here. So let us assume currents should leave VB here. So we have assumed up to I3. So I am going to consider this as I4, this as I5, this as I6. Okay, so the node where we are going to apply KCL is having higher potential. Okay, consider compared to any other potential. Okay, that is nodal analysis concept. Okay, so that will be VB minus VA by 2 R2 here. Earlier we took VA as positive because we have written the KCL at node A. So likewise we are going to consider VB as higher potential compared to VB because we are applying KCL at node B. So wherever the KCL is applied, that node voltage will be high compared to any other voltage in the circuit. Okay, so that is one most important thing to remember. So here I4 is VB minus VA by R2, Okay, so I am going to write I4 plus I5 plus I6 must be equal to 0 according to KCL. Okay, so I4 is nothing but current leaving from VB terminal to VA. So VB minus VA by its resistance value, that is VB minus VA by its resistance is R2 plus I5. What is I5 here? VB minus 0 by R3. Similarly, VB minus 0 by R3. And what is our current I6? That is VB minus 0 by R4 plus R5. Its equivalent resistance is R sum of R4 and R5 because they are connected in series. Okay, so that will be VB minus 0 by resistance is R4 plus R5. Okay, so this must be equal to 0 according to KCL. So by solving these two equations, so let us take it as equation 2. So by solving these two equations, we are going to get the variables. What are the variables we are going to get in KCL? They are node voltages. Node voltages. We are going to get node voltages here. We are going to find node voltages as answers. Okay, they are nothing but VA and VB can be found using our nodal analysis. Okay, so this is about performing nodal analysis with more than one node. Okay, so we have two equations here. If you can solve these two equations, you are going to get the node voltage VA and VB. Okay, so let us have one problem so you can practically understand it. Okay, now I am going to take one problem based on this concept. Okay, so here we have a circuit, okay, in which we have to write the node voltage equations and we have to determine currents in each branch. Okay, we need to find currents in each branch. So for that we need to calculate voltages at each node. Okay, so first step we are going to do is we are going to look for number of nodes which are connected with more than two elements. Okay, so first step is we need to find number of principal nodes. Okay, so what is the principal node? A node which is connected with number of elements as more than 2. Okay, here this is a principal node, so I am going to consider it as node A because elements, these three elements are connected to this node, and similarly, so this is our second node because more than 3 elements are connected, more than 2 elements are connected, and this is our third node which is C. Okay, so number of elements, number of nodes we have found in the circuit, given circuit is 3, which are principal nodes. Okay, so number of equations will be, KCL equations will be n minus 1, so that will be 3 minus 1 which equal to 2. So we are going to get 2 equations and we are going to have 2 node voltages. So let us assign node voltages. So here we will be having 2 node voltages. Okay, so let us give them names VA and VB because we have nodes A and B. So at node A we are going to have a voltage VA and at node B we are going to have a voltage VB. Okay, so let us write KCL equations, that is our fourth step. So KCL at node A. Okay, he didn't mention in the question that you are going to apply nodal analysis. Okay, he didn't mention, he didn't ask you to apply nodal analysis here, but you have to know that when to apply nodal analysis. Okay, so we have to find currents in the question. Okay, how it is possible? It is possible only if we have voltage values at each node. So that is your thinking. Okay, you should think that we need to find voltages of each node so that we can find currents in each node, each branch. Okay, so that is possible when only we apply nodal analysis. Okay, so that you need to think when to apply nodal analysis. Whatever the concept you have, you need to know when to apply the concept, so then only it is useful. Okay, here he didn't mention in the question that you are supposed to apply nodal analysis. There is nowhere it is mentioned that we need to apply nodal analysis, but there is a clue that you need to write node voltage equations, so that is possible in nodal analysis. Okay, so using these clues you need to know what concept should be applied. Okay, so that is one more thing, you need to know when to apply these concepts. Okay, so let us apply KCL at node A. So the current must leave node A. Okay, so whatever the currents here, I1, I2, I3, let us assume these currents I1, I2, I3. So according to KCL, I1 plus I2 plus I3 must be equal to 0. All these are leaving currents of node A. Okay, so let us write expression for I1. Here I1 is flowing opposite to our 5 amps current, so that will be minus 5 amperes plus here I2 is flowing from VA to here, this is our 0 potential, we need to assume at 0. So here we need to assume node C as reference. where node C as reference. So that will be having 0 voltage potential, 0 potential. So IT is flowing from VA to VC. VC is nothing but 0 volts. Okay, the voltage at reference node is 0 volts, that is ground potential. Okay, so I2 will be VA minus VC by 10 ohms. Okay, so VA minus VC is 0 volts by 10 ohms plus I3 is current flowing between VA and VB with resistance 3 ohms. Okay, so here we are applying KCL at node A, so the voltage VA should be higher compared to VB. So okay, VA minus VB by 3 will be our current I3. VA minus VB by 3 will be our current I3. This must be equal to 0. Okay, so let us rearrange this. That will be VA by 10 plus VA by 3 minus VB by 3 should be equal to 5. Okay, so you can further rearrange this by taking VA as common. That will be 1 by 10 by 1 by 3 minus VB by 3 equal to 5. Okay, so we need to take it as equation 1. Okay, now let us apply KCL at node B. Okay, so here this is node B with potential of VB. So the currents will be leaving our node B. So these are I4, I5, I6. Okay, all current should leave. Okay, so KCL at node B. Okay, so I4 plus I5 plus I6 must be equal to 0 according to KCL. What is I4 here? I4 is current flowing between VB and VA here with resistance 3 ohms. So here VB is treated as higher potential. So VB minus VA by 3 will be our I4 by 3. I5 is current flowing between B and reference node. That will be VB minus 0 by resistance value 5 ohms. Plus here one more important point here is the potential of 1 ohm resistor at B is VB and another potential is 10 ohms. Okay, here this is 10 volts. Okay, the potential between the 1 ohm resistor is at one point it has VB as potential and at the another terminal that is having 10 volts potential. So the current should leave VB. So VB minus 10 volts by 1 ohm will be the current I6, I think I6. Okay, I6 is nothing but VB minus 10 volts potential minus by 1 volt. This is I6. Okay, so I am going to write I6 as potential difference between 2 points of 1 ohm resistor is VB minus 10 volts. Okay, so VB minus 10 volts by its resistance value, that is 1. This must be equal to 0. Okay, I hope you are getting some sense. We need to find the voltage, the potential differences between 2 points of each element so that you can write the KCL equations easily. Okay, so I am going to segregate these. So VB, I am going to take VB as common. So that will be 1 by 3. Here it will be 1 by 5. And here it is 1. Okay, similarly for VA, I am going to take minus VA as common. That will be 1 by 3 here. So there is no term left. Okay, here one constant is remaining. I am going to send that to another side. So this is our second equation. Okay, let us find a second. So you need to solve equation 1 and 2. Okay, so then you are going to get the node voltage VA and VB. Okay, so we have written node voltage equations, that is equation 1 and equation 2, and then we have to find currents in each branch. Okay, so what is current in first? This current I1 is minus 5 ampere. Okay, and you need to find I2. So what is I2 here? I2 is nothing but VA minus 0 by 10, that is VA by 10. I3 is VA minus VB by 3. I4 is opposite to I3, so I4 equal to minus I3, and I5 is VB minus 0 by 5, that is VB by 5, and I6 is VB minus, we have a 10 volts potential at the second end of 1 ohm resistor, that is VB minus 10 by 1 ohm will be I6. Okay, so you need to find these currents and you have to submit the notes in assignment 5. Okay.